Gemini, how you doing? I've got my eye on you. I've got my eye on a tiger. Some of you could be with a Leo or an Aquarius, or I've got my eye on you all of the time. Definitely keep hearing eye on the tiger. So it's basically I'm just keeping an eye on you. So I don't know, alchemy. I don't know if anybody's well or very ill at this time, but it's like I'm always keeping an eye on you, okay? So I don't know if someone's stalking or spying or making someone feel very uneasy, but I'm always keeping an eye on you all of the time, watching and watching and watching and watching and watching. Now, I don't know if that's someone that's clock watching or cock watching or cock frost. I don't really know, but I keep hearing I've got my eye on you all the time. Always watching someone. It's a bit like when you're looking after a child and you have to keep an eye on the child because they're very young. Okay, or it's just a mother that is completely, which we went through before, Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn, maybe, Linda, Belinda, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, same names, but a mother that keeps their eye on their children 24/7 all of the time. And I don't know, you had this message before. JD, sorry my friend, no I didn't railroad Geminis, I have a Gemini moon, I can't help the messages that come out. Okay, I try not to railroad Geminis. I love Gemini. It's just the fact that your message was your message, okay, and it relates to you or it doesn't, but they keep saying relative. Okay, a big problem with my relative of someone that's always on my mind. So it could be Elvis Presley, but like, I don't know, Pucci, Pisces, Paula, anybody again with P. But you're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. I'm also keeping an eye on you. Now, can you remember, I think it was in your last reading where I said you, and I said, are you playing hangman? I think it was your reading because it's coming up again. And I said, are you dealing with a Pisces or a hangman? And you're playing the game where it's kind of like I, Mrs. One, and then you, okay? Well, I didn't realise till later on that actually meant me. If you've been following my vlog, my new vlog, I actually showed you it's an older one. But I said that I got a problem with my eye and that I'd got red eye. And I'd got like an infection in, it was like allergies or whatever it was. I've been having to take Optrex, and I thought, hold on a minute. I was looking in the mirror at my eye, and that message came up where I thought, shit, that's what they meant. They were pointing at me, saying, you, Steve, you, eye on you. So someone could be spying or watching me, I don't know. But then I was also picking up where it was an eye, and it was to do with me. My eyes are going to be bad. So some of you, it might be like opticians, Optrex. You might be using eye drops. You might have an infection in your eye. You might be suffering through allergies, okay? Or someone's constantly got their eye on their children or their grandmother or someone, and they're always obsessed. And you've got Life Path 4 or Scorpio energy. Again, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackie, Jackson, Jacksonville, Villa, Aston Villa, Aston, Ashley, Aston Villa, so you could become from Aston Villa, you might be a footballer. Alaska, from Alaska, or someone from up north. Sheffield, you might be travelling and going somewhere and vlogging it, and your name's Steve. If you're interested, the vlog's below, Gemini. But like, I don't know, going up north, like Manchester, Leeds, York, I'm not saying Yorkshire. Yorkshire, Leeds, Leanne, Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn, Felix, which is Laura. I don't know, keeping an eye on someone all the time, and I've always got my eye because the first person had one eye, so you've got that, like one eye, Cotton Eye Joe from Cottenham. Someone could be from Cambridge, London. Man, there's some UK crew up in here, is what I'm picking up, like Cottenham. So for a lot of you here, there's a place called Cambridge, which is, so you got London as the capital city of Britain, and then you've got Cambridge, which is the second one. I think it's either Nottingham or Cambridge. Cambridge is not far from here, where I am, so, or the name I am. You're right, I am. How you doing, bruv? But like, you might be travelling and going to places like city centres and stuff. You might be shopping, going out, visiting, travelling. One of them might be Cottenham or Cambridge, okay, and you're travelling. Some of it could be Leeds, Manchester, York. So you might be going up north if you're where I am and you are me, and you are going to be vlogging that next week. No, when is it? August time. But you might be planning on a trip or an event going away. You could be doing a lot of travelling. Cambridge, that sort of like way. So I don't know if you're doing this for work, or you're actually planning on an event and going away, like glamping, camping, doing some stuff. Then you've also got this energy of like keeping an eye on someone. J. So anybody with J, also J. Anything else very quickly for Gemini that isn't the same as last time, really? So if you're still dealing with the parenting situation that was very toxic, that's obviously going to be exactly the same as what it was before. It could be dealing with a 4, which is a life path or a Scorpio. If it's a life path 4, don't forget I've been teaching a hell of a lot about, I ain't going to bother you with it, but we're really diving deep into astrology, placements that are cardinal, looking at houses, how your astrology placement and your energy of your numerology relates to your health, your fitness, who you're going to meet, and so on and so forth. But it's all on and going to be on the teachings here. But yeah, that's exactly the same as what it was before. If it's a life path 4, they become more obsessed because they become a 4. Okay, so when you're looking at life path numbers, okay, that's your experience to become that. Now, if that person is a life path 4, they will be obsessed and obsessed and obsessed and obsessed to or over a child or a person. But I mean overly obsessed, okay? So that's grabbing hold of tightly with a 4, never letting you go, never letting you live, never letting you do anything without my say-so first. Okay, so it can be a very smothering energy to be a life path 4. Now, it's either happening to the life path 4 or it is the life path 4, but I'm sorry, but the messages are kind of the same as what they were before, so I'm not really going to indulge too much into the same messaging for that because I don't want to ruin your reading. So you've got someone around you that is like constantly keeping an eye on you all the time, okay? Whether that bothers you or whether it doesn't, that's completely down to you, okay? Okay, so Gemini. So we're looking at the last 48, the next 48, and then we'll channel also if I can, and then see the resemblance of it and then try and turn it into a you versus them. Okay, so the last 48 hours, what has Gemini been going on for the last 48 hours? So, again, same card that just come up in exactly the same place in the last reading that I did, that was Cancer. So the Cancerian can also be a life path 7 because it was in their reading, but this for me is a Taurus or a Sagittarius possible placement, okay? But it can also mean that someone's been aggravated just lately, okay? So I'm getting very aggravated, I'm getting very wound up, and I'm starting to show signs of aggression, okay? Or the fact that we just had a very minor little discussion and it was over and done with just like that, okay? Like Paul Daniels. Okay, but I'm picking up like someone can be very annoying, okay, or getting very annoyed. That would also be a cross-watcher that's spying and watching and getting messages of realising that's just really pissed me off. There you go, that's shooting the messenger. Okay, if you watch, you shouldn't watch tarot if it winds you up. If you just do it purposely, that's your own fault. You're just wasting your own time there. Okay, let's see. Oh dear, Jesus Christ, man, y'all got a sociopath again here. So you got Aries, Leo, Sagittarian, but the Aries can be a 4, Scorpio, life path. Sagittarius / Taurus, maybe 5, life path 5. Okay, Leo or / Aquarius, life path 8. So it can be anybody. It can be a sibling, parent, father, mother, but you've got a sociopathic energy here. You got someone that always turns you down, makes you feel as if you're a disappointment or that they are a disappointment. Now, this isn't for everybody. It's only if it's very present in your life. This can also be someone that's also very ill. Now, that's either mentally ill or physically ill. If any card comes in reverse, it means that I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling like myself. Okay, I really don't feel like I'm up to doing much. Okay, so it can be someone that's mentally ill or physically ill at this time. Okay, because they've lost something. Okay, they've lost their mojo, pretty much. Mojo rising, Jim Morrison, or Morrison. But like, I've lost my mojo. I don't seem, or Joe, I lost Joe. Someone lost someone called Jay, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, or Joe. Like, I lost Joe. Well, Joe was actually my father's, nickname. They called him Joe for multiple years because that was my granddad's name, but everybody called him Joe. So it'd probably be my mother grieving over my dad 12 years ago. Possibly, still. But I'm picking up, like, grieving over Joe. Joe. Okay. So I've lost my mojo. I'm either ill at this moment and I really don't feel like doing much, okay? Someone could have started to get quite... Now, this is either like a minor argument or it's just like I don't feel myself and I feel off, okay? And I can't think straight at the moment. This can also be in a lot of pain also, okay? And I can't think straight. I've just lost my direction and I don't know what direction I'm going in. I'm feeling very fucking annoyed and I'm starting to feel slightly uneasy, okay? Someone here also within a family or someone that you may be having a lot of arguments with could have no regard for you whatsoever, which means I'm guarding you and protecting you, smothering you, but also not letting you breathe or live the way that you want to also. Someone could have like a huge temper, which means that they might be a Taurus placement and also Sagittarius placement. That would make someone very, very, very quick to get very violent very quickly as well, okay? But it is either internal that this person does, where they take it out on themselves, or they take it out on themselves and then they come out and then they start taking it out on other people as well, okay? But it's also like, because like I said, it's either an internal energy or it's an external energy. But it's also like, I need to be very much aware because it feels like that you're just about to fucking, like, intimidation. This person can also use intimidation to get what they want. So if they don't get what they want, they intimidate you until they get what they want. Okay, but there could be a little bit of game playing. Like, I want what I want, like a selfish person maybe. I want what I want and I get what I get. And if I don't get it, then I spit my dummy out. Okay, sorry, but it's also kind of there for some people. Okay. But like I said, anything in reverse like that can also be any kind of illness. Let's see, because it can also be rejection. Like, I hate being rejected. I hate being told no. I don't like it when I can't get what I want, and if I don't like it, and I can start acting out, and I can either cause a very minor argument or it can turn major if you don't sort it out. So it's kind of like, I can't do this myself, I need your support because I feel intimidated, so I need your help. Okay, something like that. And I'm relying on you. Okay, so I'm basing everything off you to be my support because I don't feel well enough to do it, so I need you to do it for me. That kind of energy is also here. Let's see. You've got the Eight of Swords in the past here, Gemini, which is trapped, or someone, like I said, they're always over your back. They're always over your shoulder. Like, I feel smothered at home. I feel trapped at home, and this person is always on my back for something. Every time I walk out the door, there they are. Every time I feel like I want some time on my own, I can't get the time on my own because the person wants me. They need me, they want me, I have to do it. So there's two energies here. There's either an energy that doesn't mind, okay, and it's kind of like, well, it's okay, I'll help, okay, I will help you in, okay, or I'll push you in there. I mean, is it a furnace? I don't know. But like, or Ferguson, or Fern Britain, someone from Britain, or Brittany, or Brian, anybody beginning with B, okay, B. But again, here, like, someone also just uses someone. They get them over, and when they've got them, they don't want them. Right? It's kind of like, why are you always on my back? Why are you always on my case? Why do you always start fucking complaining when you're here? Why are you always on my case? Well, I want you to get this done. I want you to get that done. Oh, I've got to get this done. Oh, that's got to be finished. Like, okay, well, you do that, but don't involve me in it. It's like, why are you always on my case? Why do you always complain that things are not done the way you want it to? I can't, or I'm not you. Okay, yeah, but that hasn't got done. This hasn't got done. You haven't done this. You haven't done that. It's like, well, I might be a male, but that does not mean I can fucking fix an aeroplane, Tyrone. You know, just because I'm a male, it doesn't mean that I can build a fucking house. You know, trust me, men, they do get that a lot, and I notice it by being one. Okay, that a lot of women, they think because you're a male, you can obviously fix this, okay, because obviously you're a bricklayer, or you are this, or you're that, and you're, because you're male, obviously you know what you're doing around being a rocket science, don't you? No? What on earth makes you think because I'm male I know what I'm doing? Well, because no, that's sexist. Why can't you do it? Well, I'm a woman. So? Do you know what I'm saying? So what makes you any fucking different than me that makes me think that I can do that? Okay. It's kind of like this expecting that you know what you're doing. Okay. I don't know. Is that happening to you? Or has it? But we're looking in the last 48. Last 48 for Gemini. The Wheel of Fortune. So you've got a very karmic family situation here. You have got someone that is just generally on a moderate level, or a moderator. One of your moderators giving you a load of stick. Or on a moderate level. Why would a moderator give people stick? I don't know why that would be. But like on a moderate level, just a very minor little discussion. Something has really been plaguing on someone's mind. They may not be feeling very well at this time, and I'm here to help. Okay, I'm here to help. Things will turn around eventually. Okay, it's just a little bit of waiting to do. Okay, so that's the last 48. What I've been doing on the other side now is also continuing on with the same reading and then doing you a fresh set of cards. Let's see. Gemini with the next 48 hours, please. What's going on with Gemini for the next 48? So you got the Ace of, the Knight of Cups. So for a lot of you, you're in a relationship, you're talking to the person. There was just a minor discussion that you soon got over. Someone may not have been very well, or there was an argument, but it soon got forgiven. Like it was just like a little bit of a rocky boat situation. Or a boat, something to do with around a sailor or a boat. Okay, boating yard. Let's see. Hopelessly devoted to you. Virgo could well be here. It's also loyal Leos. But a Leo, if they don't feel very well, if they've lost all of their energy, okay, they can start coming out sideways. If that is a Leo, because the King of Wands to me normally is Leo, but has so many elements within the King of Wands, you have to be on the teaching kit to know what I'm talking about. But like, if a Leo loses their mojo, okay, and they're very like tired and frustrated, they can start coming out sideways, okay, because they can get very much in their own way because they're a fixed fire sign. If they don't feel like they've got any energy, they can start like moaning and complaining. Right, Emily? That's my girlfriend. She's one of the pushers. Let's see. Let's see. Next 48 for Gemini. So there you are, Gemini. Jesus, man. I mean, like I said, JD, you don't have to worry about me railroading Geminis. It's just that not everybody gets on with Geminis. Obviously, I know a lot of Geminis in my life that I get on so well with, depending on their placements. And I do also, like you guys know, that I do have a parenting situation myself that is also a Gemini that I don't get on well with, right? But that isn't because they're Gemini. It's because they have Taurus and Sagittarius placements that go against my chart of being Scorpio rising. Scorpio North Node. Okay, first house Sagittarius, actually. But I have a lot of placements all in houses. Okay, like a lot of planets, they all get crammed into houses. Okay, second house, Capricorn, Libra. Okay, I have a lot of Aquarian, blah, 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 but it doesn't matter. But like I said, you either get on with the person or you don't. But this is also like a lot of lust energy, also distrust. The trust has been gone, like I don't trust you anymore, I don't trust you around my children. If you're, okay, what's that? I don't trust you around my children. Okay, someone doesn't trust their mother or their grandmother or whichever way it is around my kids. I don't trust you around my children. So I don't know what that is if you're dealing with an ex with children. But I did hear that as a message. I don't trust you around my children. Now, if you are the children and you do have a mother or father that may be of this energy, okay, this person it's like the trust's gone. There's no love there. It's just coexisting. It could have been a hell of a lot of arguments, a lot of narcissism and control, a lot of demanding, and it's just turned into it's more of a coexisting energy, really. We do it because we're family. It's also a third-party lust energy. Okay, I'm lusting after someone that the trust has been broken from. Okay, so I'm hoping that we can put love back into it, but love don't live here anymore. So it's kind of like this energy that someone might use threatening tactics of like, you're not going to live here anymore if you don't start abiding by my authority here. Okay, you do what I say, you do this, you do that, and starts demanding things. Then can also start threatening. Okay, threatening. My girlfriend knows someone that is at work that suffers from the same person as well, and they look after their elderly mother, and the elderly mother is a very, 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 very strict narcissistic person. I'm just not 100% sure on the star sign, but what I do know is the amount of problems that the child feels under pressure from, and it could be a placement of this. But it's been coming up quite a long time, okay? It's people that are also, like I said, you could look after elderly people that have dementia here. Okay, you could also, and this is very present also, very very present, very Mary, I'm hearing Mary or Morton or Marie, Marina. Very present also is the fact that someone can also start using tactics around their children to want them to look after them as when they start getting dementia or whatnot. If a person is very controlling and very narcissistic through your life, they fear attachment because they worry about what they're going to do if they are older, being left alone, because this is fear of rejection and abandonment as well, and I don't like being on my own, and I don't want my kids and children not around me in case I need them to look after me when I have dementia. But if a person is very, very controlling and narcissistic already, when a person can end up with dementia or senile dementia, that is not a very good mix, because I used to work for the elderly, and it's very, very demanding and very, very difficult to look after an elderly person that may have dementia, because they start coming out with a lot of abuse. Okay, so people that work in care facilities that look after people with dementia, if you've never done that, go and do that for a week and work a 12-hour shift and work in the psych ward upstairs, where they get very violent and they punch you and they hit you and they pull you down, make you feel as if you're a disappointment. Okay, me and my girlfriend, we have this laugh because we both used to work in the same place but at different times. Me and Emily worked in a care facility for elderly people, and there was this one woman, and she hated men and she hated people, and used to go and you'd say, all right, and she'd go, get out of my fucking room here, don't you men, I can't stand you disgusting person, get out of my room now. Right, so they really, like I said, they really can say some very nasty stuff. They will also pick you apart, look at you, call you fat, call you everything, man. If you are, they will do. They won't care what they say here. So like I said, man, someone could have made you feel like you're such a disappointment in life that you just realise, man, I feel so guilty and disappointed. 5 can also be a guilt trip. Someone plays the guilty party. You know, they make you say nasty stuff to them, and when you do, you end up as an empath feeling guilty, the fact that they've made you feel guilty. They've used your emotions to feel guilty for them, and you normally let them back or have let them back into your life through guilt trip. And because you feel guilty because you're a normal human being and you allow them back into your life, you end up feeling as if you're being used. Okay, now there is a person here, not all, but some I know of, that do and have and still are using a person that is also possibly a Leo. No, it is not me. Okay, my girlfriend is a Leo, but if you know my paradox situation, there's a hell of a lot of Leo and Gemini placements within my self family group and everywhere in my soul group, people, in-laws and everybody. There's a lot of Gemini Leos, Aquarians, a lot of, all within my soul group, people, friends, mother-in-law, father-in-law, like mother's partner, fucking everywhere, man. Right? So just be aware that not all of you have to think, you know what, right? It can relate to anybody. Depends if you're going through it. But there is someone that just uses someone as a friend. Okay? I don't want a relationship. I don't want anything from you apart from what it is that I gain from you. That's it. That's all you're here for, is that I want certain favours from you. I'm asking you a favour. Can you do this for me? This could also be someone that isn't capable of doing things. But whichever way it is, someone's coming across as they may just use someone for, like I said, one of your messages at the beginning was, I'm not capable of doing this myself. I need you to cut my lawn. I need you to walk my dog. I need you to take me here. I don't have a car. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do this. I need you to fetch all of this stuff because I can't walk. I'm not saying that may or may not be a bad thing, but it's still coming up as basically if someone has a love connection with someone and they keep expressing their love to a person and they keep denying the love, but they keep taking the favours and they keep getting hands out and they keep taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it, but they're not actually giving anything back in return, which might be the relationship that someone wants, and the other person saying, no, you're only here just to do me a favour. Yeah, but I love you, Jenny. It's like, well, you might do, but I don't love you, but I do like what you offer me. It's like, okay, well, I'll keep doing it. Well, then no one's learned anything because they keep taking, but they don't give anything back. Now, like I said, you can get karmic situations that are like this, which means that you have a soulmate, okay, that finds it very difficult to love anybody, okay, because they may not even love themselves deep down, and because they don't, they will not accept a relationship from someone. They just don't want that as a no. It's a no. I don't want a relationship with anybody. I just don't want a relationship. I want a companion, okay, like D'Artagnan and the Three Musketeers, right? It could be involving a Pisces, maybe. But, like, I don't want a relationship. I want a friendship. That's it. Okay, as a friend, you can do all of these favours, which is fine if that's what they are. But if the friend wants more and they do it because they actually do want a relationship, but someone here won't give the relationship, but they will take the favours, then that's not really fair, right? Well, it isn't to the other person, because no matter how much they've tried, they've been rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected. Okay, and told no and no and no. Now, like I said, man, I can't make you love a person that may love you. It might even be your partner. There could be an ex that's floating around that keeps getting denied and told no all the time. Okay, but you do have quite a few different circumstances that are here, Gemini. Okay, because this is also where parents have shown a child a lack of love. Like, you might be a person that's watching saying that, you know, I can't say that there was no love in my parenting situation because there was too much. There was too much. Okay, but some, you can go the opposite way, where you may have had parents where they never showed you any love. They never showed you any respect or love at all. They never, ever showed their feelings towards you whatsoever. And you don't know what love is compared to your parents. You might have parents or a mother or a father, and they've never shown you any signs of you being a success, and that they've highlighted your highlighted moments, which means they may never have turned up to any job interviews and stuff, or congratulated on your birthday or your marriage or stuff, and they've never been involved in your life whatsoever, okay? And they're just there, okay? And that might have been like what you could have gone through in childhood. They either showed you too much love. Okay, sometimes when parents also split up, you may also get where one shows too much and the other doesn't show any. You know, you could have come from, I'm going to give you a full deep cleanse here, Gemini. Okay, but you could have come from, in the past, a family where your mother and father broke up. Okay, your mother and father broke up, and your mother showed you too much love and your father didn't show you any. Or your father showed you too much love and your mother didn't show you any at all. Okay, this can also be step parents and people that step in the way as well, and where there was or is other people in the way of, you know, us. Okay, we all seem to have competition that comes up against us in relationships, because we have, like, the in-laws, the father-in-law, the mother-in-law, as a soul group, people in relationships don't all vibe with each other. And I can't invite my parents over to meet your parents, or, you know, so and so forth because my father or mother doesn't like you, or, you know, it's kind of like that. It's like this soul group that's together where people just don't vibe with one another. And it might be because some people are very judgmental, you know, could be a mental disorder. But I keep picking up like someone's very, very, very judgmental and doesn't like people like, no, I don't like you and I don't want you here and you're to blame for that because you did this and I'll hold you accountable for that because you did it. So they'll never forgive a person for doing something, okay? Sorry for such bad messages, Gemini, but, you know, just because you're in reverse, it doesn't mean that it is you. It could well be happening to you as a person, right? A victim of circumstance of being used. Children, okay? So, like I said, it feels like for a lot of you, there's a mother here, okay? How can I show this on the camera? There's a mother here between two children, okay? Which means that you could have like a brother, okay, and a sister, and the highlight is what narcissism is within children, okay? Which means that I talk to this one, but I don't talk to this one. I talk to like if you've got a sister, I talk to this sister, but I don't talk to you. Okay, and a controlling parent, sorry to be the bearer of it, but it's here, I can't change it. A controlling person here of a parent can say, okay, well, your brother is brilliant, your sister is fucking like got honours and they passed education and blah 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 and they went to medical school and you just ended up with a child and fuck you, you know, you're a disappointment, you are, because you don't have a job, or you do have a very good job, and it's very hard to think, okay, when are you going to start noticing things in my life, what I've been good at, the fact that I may have raised children and blah 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 and so on and so forth. Why don't you never seem to like acknowledge my victories and always look at me being a disappointment in life? Okay, and when a person is center of attention in life, when their father or mother, if you get like a very difficult grandmother or father or whatever it is, that is center of attention of narcissism and control and possible sociopath energy, okay, they can come across where, okay, I'm going to build up this one, and once I've built this one up, when they start overshining and saying, okay, well done, brilliant, and this person starts to get more of attention than the mother or father, they don't like it, and they actually start to put this one down, and they play the children off against one another, like mine used to do with me and my brother, okay? Used to get together and say, oh, did you know that mum's been saying that you've been doing this and that you've said that and that? And I was like, no, I hadn't said anything like that. And they're saying, oh yeah, no, she's probably disappointed the fact that you did this and blah 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 and so on and so forth. I'm like, well, hold on a minute, did she not ever really notice the fact that I have like a very good job, or the fact that I've built it up from the ground up and I've done all this myself and I've not needed any help? And oh, like, no, she fucking hates that. And you're like, really? Oh, well, fuck that then, right? And then starts to put this one down, and then starts to build this one up, and then starts to make this person say, okay, you're a disappointment, I don't like that, you're outshining me now, okay? So, you know, popular belief, bruv, it happens, right? So if you've got siblings and brothers and sisters, they might start making one of the brothers or the sister you could be relating this to your soulmate. You got a soulmate, okay, and this happens in their family as well. And it's a reflection. It's a reflection of like coming from childhood, sort of like traumatic fucking energy, okay, that makes people feel disappointed but then praise the other one. Okay, oh, let's just make you feel really good. I mean, man, there's another scenario here that I'm going to say. There's a person within love energies when people meet up. They talk to their partner, okay? They talk to their partner about the person's partner, right? So they talk to their son or their daughter or their mother-in-law or their in-law about their son or daughter. And they may put that person down in front of the partner. Because if this is like a mother, okay, here, and the two children here are old enough to be in a relationship, and you've got like a paradox number, if these two people here are in relationship and they may or may not have children, right in between is someone that praises the girlfriend or boyfriend but puts the actual son or daughter down. Do you see what I'm saying? They actually make, like, you know, they go on about to their sibling and they say, oh, you know, my son and my daughter, oh God, they don't speak to me, they don't talk to me, they talk to me like trash, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe that you're actually with that person. And you know, trash talk, really. Okay. Tries to cause split up and breakups in the situation where the siblings are kind of like, fucking hell, did you just hear your mother put you down in front of me? And they're like, yeah, they always do that. You know, I'm standing here, and they're like, oh God, they look terrible. They really want to have this done, and you're looking a little bit sheepish and a little bit shabby, and you really don't do all of this sort of stuff, Abby or Amber or Abigail or Amber Heard, and you really don't do all of that, and you make me blah, 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 okay? And they say it in front of people to make you feel embarrassed and put you down and make you think, well, fucking hell, why would you do that? Why would you say that right in front of the person to make them feel so down? That's my partner you're talking about here. Right? Am I right or am I right? Or am I completely off track here? Because if I'm off track, you'll probably need to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Jupiter, or a person that's just going to lie to you and just tell you that that's really not happening. That's up to you. I ain't going to lie. All of my fucking places in my chart represent not lying. That's why a lot of people don't like me, because I just say it as it is. You know, a lot of people don't like hearing it. Sorry, but my chart just does not allow me to lie. It doesn't. If you know, I overspeak and I overshare. Has anybody not ever noticed about that about me? I express a lot about my life. I overshare, man. I tell you all of my fucking shit. It's because I overshare. It's because I can't lie. I have to tell you the truth. It just doesn't allow me to do it. Okay. Let's see. One more card, please, for the next 48 for Gemini. Seven of Swords. There you go. Okay, I'm going to take my shit and fuck off. Okay, it's kind of like, but be careful. You are just about to walk into a trap again. If you let me back into your life, I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house in. You know that you can't trust me, because if you do, I'm going to snag you up. Okay, so what it feels like for a lot of you, you're very careful about this person, and you know that if you take 1 foot outside, they're going to grab your attention just like that. Okay, it's a little bit like when you go outside of the door and you've got like a very annoying neighbour or something like that, okay? And as soon as you go outside, they're going to snap you up and you're like, fuck, I just got into a conversation with this person and I really did not want to get into a conversation with them. And the moment I walk out my door, do they fucking grab my attention and they go, oh, so you're like, oh, Jesus. Fuck. What now, Felicia? Okay, so, yeah, that can be where you're avoiding. Seven of Swords can also be avoiding. I know the fact that this trap is right in front of me, and I may be unaware, and I might be Alan Stone. Very good artist, by the way. If you don't know of Alan Stone, he is also a Piscean, and a very good song called Unaware. Okay, but like, am I aware or am I very unaware? The fact that this person pulls apart your clothes as well about what you wear. They don't like what people wear, clothes-wise, is what I keep hearing. Like, I can't believe you're wearing that. I mean, I've had this through my weight issue, and I said this in the other reading. I have Capricorn in the second house, which is to do with money and also weight. And because it's cardinal, it can take a very long time for things to start happening for me when it comes around this channel and everything else, because it's cardinal. But it also means around food, so it means obsession and indulging into expensive glitter and gold things. It can also be very diplomatic and very difficult to get on with, but it can also mean that I indulge in food and everything else because it's in the food sector as well. Okay, so because it's cardinal, it means that it takes a very long time in order to start something, okay, of diet, because it's indulging, which means eating disorder. Okay, because I have an eating disorder, if you look at it scientifically, you have scientifically, and then you also have metaphysical and spiritual. Okay, scientifically, a doctor would say, okay, you need tablets, blah, 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 you have an eating disorder. Metaphysically and spiritually, you would look at, say, Z house and say, okay, I have a lot of indulgent behaviour because I have a Capricorn, which is 6, okay, in a certain house. I know it's a Gemini, but it's still a 6. We go from numerology, okay. I have certain sectors in my house that represent the same reading. That mean that I have a lot of family karma. It means that I also have a lot of indulgent energy, which means I am smothered as a child, but I also have a lot of compulsive behaviour as well. A lot of Jekyll and Hyde energy, One minute I'm starting a diet, the next minute I'm failing it. One minute I start, the next minute I don't finish it. I don't finish a project. I start a project, I don't finish it. I start my diet, I don't finish it. I say I'm going to, and I don't. And I keep doing it, and I keep doing it, and I say I'm going to, but I don't. That's what happens when you've got a Gemini moon. Like me. Okay, but like I said, it can relate to overindulgent energy when we look at numerology and also placement of Capricorn or Gemini. Okay, so it depends on the astrology house of where that is. Okay, but we deal with all of that over on the teaching tier, and going to be very much so. But there's a whole process to that because there's loads of videos to go through. Is more advanced stuff. So if you're a beginner, you'll need the beginning videos that are there. Because we're starting to do more advanced numerology and astrology placements of numerology and card, and what that means within certain sectors of your life, because it relates to your life path number as well. Change and non-change, cardinal, fixed, mutable. How long does it take? Very important within astrology to know whether it's cardinal or not, whereabouts. That means how successful am I going to be, but how long is that going to be before I get it? Because if it's cardinal, it could be a long time to build up. If it's food sector and say it's cardinal, it can take a very long time for me to get started. Okay, so it takes a long time for success. It takes a lot more work than others where it's mutable. Okay, anyway, that is on the teaching segment. This is just a very quick dive deep into your reading. If you would like me to continue on with this reading, I'm going to do so on the full access bundle, but that's the weekly and monthly full access bundle. So what we're doing at the moment is I'm leaving these cards out, clarifying this side, give you a full story, clear them away, and then do the Rider-Waite where we do you a weekly reading, because this is only 48 hours, and then we do the weekly reading of what you've got coming up, and then clarify those and give you advice and everything that you may have coming up in your life. If that's third party love, interest and all that sort of stuff, we kind of go into that as well. But at the moment, this is what you've got. If you would like access to it, you can find all access below. You can find the videos and the blog posts that tell you what to do before joining if you would like to. But any kind of like, share, comment, subscription, anything that you like would really help Gemini. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.